Footsteps on familiar floors, old stories in the walls. Time moves slow in borrowed rooms like it knows we're small. It's a new year, but it feels the same, just softer at the seams. Fireworks fade into the snow like half remembered dreams. I don't need a louder sky for promises to keep. Just this quiet.
아 진짜? 아 진짜? 당황스럽다. 아, 너무 싱거워?
spill softly through the room. Floating dust and silver bloom. Windows open, curtains sway. Evening holds the day.
야, 끝.
This golden quiet hearts don't breathing slowly.
아니, 뺐어.
Settle no more.
크롭스에다가. 얘도 크롭스인데.
Is resting.
아, 이거는 뭔가 괜찮은 크롭스, 이거는. 내가 안 괜찮은
Just a gentle kind
이거
of
어디에
kind of brightness shining through. Slow and steady.
프리아나 마스카라 B 시작하겠습니다. 양손 머리 위로 합장, 시선 손끝, 무릎 굽히.
밥 먹은 지 너무 오래됐어. 왔다는 거가 생각 적어보고 근데 이것보다 싫대.
내가 진짜
그러면 일단은 갖고 가고. 그게 뭐지? 잠깐만. 다시. 감사합니다. 그래? 오, 나 안 먹을래.
You left your umbrella at the party, leaning on a chair by the back door. Polka dots and one band handle, kinda like the way you laugh when you're bored. Guess I'm stuck with your leftover umbrella, carrying it around like a secret I found. Every little drop makes me think of you. Hoping on the street I'm talking to the clouds. Guess I'm stuck with your leftover umbrella, too bright to you for this great town weather. If you want it back, you'll have to come around. You'll have to come around. I keep it by the shoe rack, accidentally